Aloha and welcome to Java. Thank you kindly for joining me. It's Friday, July 19th, 2024. Thank goodness weekend ahead. We've got a lot to cover, so let's go right into it. Starting with the risk levels. Basically, to cover this, it's rising. Risk is rising. Markets pulled back. Fear grade heading back towards bit of fear in neutral right now. So volatility index, or VIX for short, double-digit spike. We've got stocks right now in the red, volatility indexes up, even gold and oil under pressure. So safety plays under pressure as well. With this, relative strength of the dollar and the 10-year yield, both gaining strength at the moment. So I expect this to kind of recover in the next few days. We've got futures also showing that stocks are weak. The market is weak. Sentiment right now hit on the markets. Continued weakness and a sentiment drop. They're talking about rotation into the Russell 2000 or small caps because those are the businesses that would benefit the most from a rate cut. What happens next after that historically is there is a boom in commodities. So if you want, you can skip ahead and go straight to commodities. Not financial advice, do your own research. However, that is what I'm doing. Precious metals, oil, all of these. Skip ahead to commodities. One other word on the stock market decline that we've been seeing. There are basically kill switches in play. We've got the plunge protection team. So before you do any panicking, move out of this in an orderly fashion. But we are going to be early about this. So with this, we do expect as soon as they do cuts, it will be a major boom in the stock market. Today, we don't have a lot of reports. We do have a couple of Fed presidents speaking. We'll watch how they manage the market with their words. Now, skipping over to earnings, because we're beginning into major earnings season. Watching mostly American Express. We've also got Halliburton, Travelers for Insurance, and smaller banks. We've got China dumping 80 billion of US securities in 5 months. More de-dollarization happening. Included with this is Treasuries. So they're propping up their own real estate market and their own economy. And they're also de-dollarizing. We'll go into that a little bit more later. We've got key economic metrics signaling United States is already in recession. I've been speaking about this. It's just a matter of degree now. So we've got unemployment rising, which we'll speak about, and other metrics showing we are already in recession. This morning, the large story was the outage. In Microsoft mainly, they're blaming CrowdStrike, which is a cybersecurity firm. They were doing an update and basically took down the platform. So with this, who got hit? Airlines, banks, retail stores, cards. So basically, planes were ordered not to land because the FAA could not coordinate the landings. There was major outage and causing a lot of issues across the board, basically. So we've got initial jobless claims in the United States increasing the most since early May, and they're surprised about this. Like I said, already in recession, they're just not admitting it until after they start to pull out of it. And inflation will continue. We're going to hit a deflationary spiral as people are not able to spend. However, that's the opportunity because inflation and severe inflation will come as they begin cutting rates. So, Turkish diners fleeing 90% restaurant inflation flock to Greece. I put this in here because it's global. So global Western inflation everywhere by design. So we'll watch for this to continue. How do you get out of this? As I said before, commodities. We've got research showing institutional custodians and ETFs, so big money, buying into Bitcoin cryptocurrency on the dip as well as gold. So BlackRock's BTC ETF, investors kept buying despite the plummeted Bitcoin outlook, but there is also a large case for breakout coming very soon. We've got the hash rate down. Basically, this is just a measure of how much they are mining Bitcoin. So miners aren't selling the Bitcoin they're mining to put back into the business. Instead, they're holding it for the increase in value and shifting their business model to supporting artificial intelligence. Huge shift. So keep that in mind. European Union bit of news. We've got von der Leyen secures second term as president of the EU. So the commission, she's going to be in another 5 years. With this, there is now a new lawsuit case going on from Argentina, and they basically just lost that deal. So very interesting there on the basically what has happened with the vaccine harm and some of the things that have gone on. And I probably need to watch what I'm saying. I hope this video gets out. But basically, that's what the lawsuit was about. And my opinion, we'll see possibly more of these coming out. We'll see. This was another story that came out. Now, this is Orange County, shelter in place because there was an unknown, quote unquote, unknown chemical release. How did this happen? Airborne, talking about basically telling them to shut in place, turn off air conditioners. So, how do you prepare for this? As I was going to say a little later on, air filtering devices also. So this is developing. They haven't come out with what has happened with this yet. But if you're in this area, apparently airborne chemical release. So a little bit more about what is going on globally with the wars. Serbian leader telling German chancellor to seek urgent Ukraine peace deal. What is this all on the back of? Basically, Germany is the hotspot because they are stockpiling and now the point for long-range strikes into Russia. Russia knows this. It's where the threats were coming from. This is all being smoothed over in mainstream media. So Germany, and I've spoken about this before, they are the main point and in a lot of danger. Moscow has said it reserves the right to consider the use of nuclear weapons if necessary. They have also said of late that targets in the European Union could be used. So they know where this weaponry, where these supplies are, and are going to take those out. That is kind of classic. So with this, we've got Saudi, they're talking about could break the West financial architecture. So earlier, speaking about China selling off the US Treasuries, well, two hold much more. First off, Japan. Japan is an ally. Secondly, Saudi. Saudi is warning the US of late, and we haven't seen a lot of this in the news either. So, current administration not getting along with the Saudi prince, and they have basically warned in the background about retaliation or if they are not coming in with peace talks as they believe that they should. Along with this, we've got Euroclear is confirming the confiscation of the Russian assets, and also that Japan will be handing those over to Ukraine. So this is insult to injury, and not it's not looking good from here. So Russia's reserving the right to protect their interest, and we've got to. It's not being respected. Saudi now is saying that the Western world needs to respect this, and mainly meaning the United States. So with this, I just wanted to bring up, because I had so many people asking me about the backing of the firm that shorted the Trump stock ahead of the incident. It was BlackRock linked. It was called a company out of Austin. However, I'm going to leave that open because I think now they are reporting that. So with this, I was saying become prepared. Make sure you have some sort of at least basic air filtration. Also coming into this next week is, let's see, Greg's birthday on Monday. Just want to point that forward. And with all of you, I wish you a wonderful trading day. Little bit of caution into this weekend. Be ready, because all of these things that they're talking about with the hacks and the software outage that happened are the stuff that black swans are made out of. So with this, wish you a wonderful day. Thank you kindly for being here. And until next time, my friends, stay free.